click the link below and get your tickets to the Game Kings 2, The Definition of a Man documentary screening that's going to be held in Miami on October 26th, 2024. You'll be the first to watch the documentary, and then after the documentary, you'll be able to participate in a question and answer session with the Game Kings live. Space is limited, so click the link below and get your tickets now. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this video, I want to talk about something very, very important that you guys need to understand in the game, and that is that you do not want your girl to get too comfortable in your relationship. And I want you to know that if she gets too comfortable in the relationship, that it's 100% your fault, right? And I'm going to break this down so you guys really understand what I'm saying here, right? So what happens is this, right? When I say your girl gets too comfortable, what I mean is that a lot of times what'll happen is she'll start, acting funny, taking you in the situation for granted, all these different things. You're going to start to get more resistance, all this other stuff going on because she's a little too comfortable, right? Now, you want your girl to be comfortable in a relationship. I'm not saying she should be uncomfortable. What I'm saying is that when she gets too comfortable, that is never a good thing, right? So let me break all of this all the way down. See, what you have to understand is that when you are first dealing with a woman, right? What happens is that this woman is going to be interacting with you because, she sees some value in you. She's attracted to you. And so therefore she may be consistent with you over a period of time, right? And what's happening is that because she sees value in you and she's being consistent because of that value, what happens is that she is in some form or fashion following your lead, doing what you want, going along with your program and all those different things, right? So what happens is that because she is going along with your program, right? You are giving her you're giving her your attention, your time, your energy, you're giving her that value. So what happens is that she is getting value from you, right? In exchange for the cooperation that she is, giving you, for her submitting to you, right? So she gets to be with you, and she gets to be with you because the price that she's paying is her actually doing something, which is her being consistent, cooperative, following your lead, so forth and so on, right? So now, what happens is that because this is going on, it's a transaction, right? So she's doing something to get something. You understand what I'm saying? And you're also doing something to get something, right? So it's a transaction. Now, people hate to think of relationships as a transactional thing, but it absolutely is a transactional thing, right? And so what happens is that transaction is going on. So what makes you interested in her, essentially, is the fact that she is doing her part to put in that work to give you what you want, which is to, follow your lead, cooperate, and be a part of your program, right? So that's one of the main reasons why you're interested in her. So let's say, for example, you are, telling this girl to come over and y'all get together and y'all hook up, you have some good sex. And then let's say you hit her up next week. Hey, come over, let's hang out. Y'all get together, you have sex. And this sort of becomes, sort of like a routine within the first 2-3 months and so forth and so on, right? So now what happens is that it goes to, you're telling her to come through, she's coming through, and you guys are having sex, right? So that's the situation. You're, giving her some instruction. She's following your lead, and then sex happens, right? Simple. Now, what makes you like this woman or be interested in her or to continue going on is the fact that she is doing what you say. So therefore, she's getting to experience you more because she's doing what you say, right? Now, this is the part where the woman gets comfortable. Because she is able to get access to you, right? because she's doing what you say, she starts to interpret or think that the reason why you like her is because of just her existing and just who she is in particular, versus you liking her because she's doing what you say. And now this is the part where the woman gets really comfortable, because she makes the mistake of thinking that one of the main reasons you like her is because of just her, and it's not necessarily about her doing what you say. Right? So then what happens is, for example, you're telling her to come over, you're hooking up and doing all this other stuff. So now what's going to happen is one day you might hit her up and say, yo, come through to the crib. Right? And she might, be like, oh, actually today I just been working really hard and I'm kind of tired. Can we maybe like next week or something? Like today I'm just really tired. Right? Now, mind you, there's other times when she would come over before this where she was tired. She had a long day at work, but she still came over. Why? Because she saw that value in you. She was cooperating because she wanted to make that happen. But now that it's been happening consistently, and she sees that you're being consistent with her, she takes the consistency to mean that you are interested in her just existing and being her, versus the fact that you are interested in her because she is actually doing what you say. So then what happens is she gets comfortable and she's like, you know what? I can just see him next week. It's okay. And it's not a big deal. Why? Because he likes me. We've been seeing each other for a while, so it's not a big deal, right? That's what's going on in her head, because now she thinks that you like her just off the merit of her and not you liking her based on the fact that you are interested because she's doing what you say. Right? So now what happens is this is what you got to do. Once that happens, right? What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to basically show her, right, that you are interested in her, not just for her existing, but you're interested in her because she is doing what you say. Right? So what will happen is that she flakes on the time that, let's say y'all supposed to get together. Let's say you say, hey, let's get together Friday. And if Friday comes, I'm just kind of tired from work, blah, 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 whatever. Right? So what you do at this point is you just fall the fuck back. So therefore the texts stop happening. You're not really reaching out to her. And then what's going to happen is she's going to be like, well, wait a second. Like, what's going on? I haven't heard from him in like 2 weeks, or, I usually we're hear from him, during the week, and I haven't heard anything. Right. So now what happens is that by her not hearing anything from you, right, she's going to come back to you if she's actually interested. Right now, at this point, when she, hits you up on some, hey, what's up? Hey, stranger, or whatever it is, because the time that you're not getting back to her could be, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, it could be, for an extended period of time. And then when she realizes, oh shit, I haven't heard from him in a while, she'll come back and try to see what's popping. Now, this is the time where you would need to basically, let her know that the reason why there's that gap where she's not able to experience you is basically because she's not doing what you say. So it would, sound something like this. So let's say she's like, oh, hey, what's up? I've really been busy. I've been thinking about you. Like, let's get together, so forth and so on. Right. So you could say something to the effect of, oh yeah, we could definitely make that happen. But listen, the reason why you ain't hear from me in a minute is because remember last time we supposed to get together and you flaked? Yeah, I don't do the flaky thing. So we can't get together again, but if this flakiness stuff happens again, then I'm good. Right? So she's now knowing that, oh shit, I can't really just, get this comfortable and then just fall back and expect everything to be cool. And then she realizes, shit, I have to do this thing. I have to follow his lead. I have to do what he says in order to stay here. See, this is why, you have sayings like the beauty is in the duty. You understand? Because it's in what she's doing. This is why you hear, sometimes Steve the Dean will say sexy is what's sexy, does, because it's about what she's doing. See, what happens is a lot of you guys, what you do is that you, are interested in the woman based on her just existing versus interested in her based on her in relation to you. This is why we tell you guys the game is not about women, because the guys who make it about women, y'all are just interested in her regardless of what she's doing. You understand what I'm saying? Regardless of what she's doing in relation to you. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that this woman starts getting comfortable because she thinks that you're interested in her because of her specifically just being there, versus you're interested in her because she's doing something. She's doing the things you want. She's doing the things that you say. You understand? She's reciprocating. She's putting in the work. You see? So a lot of you guys will notice this, because this is the thing. The consistency you give her tricks her into thinking that you're just interested in her, period. But the consistency you're giving her is based on her cooperating on a consistent basis. Her cooperating on a consistent basis is because of that interest she has in you. But then what happens is that when she's receiving consistency from you, she starts to think the consistency from you is because you like her specifically just because of her, and not because of, what she's doing. But who she is and what she's doing is kind of tied together. You understand? When you're a guy who has game, right? Because if she's not doing what I'm saying, then she doesn't exist. You understand? She doesn't exist, which is why when she's not doing what you're saying, you fall back. Right? And then she can get back in if she starts doing what you say. So you got to be careful. You got to understand that when a woman gets too comfortable, that's the type of shit that's going to happen. See, you got to understand, this is why you have a lot of times where guys are in these relationships. They got a boyfriend. Let's say the boyfriend. They got a girlfriend. They're in a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship. They, they're married or whatever it is. And then the woman, kicks her feet up and it's just whatever, because the guy is dealing with her regardless of, you understand what I'm saying? Regardless of what she does. Right? I remember Miles a long time ago. I think it was with his ex-girl. I think he had canceled Valentine's Day because she wasn't doing what she needed to do. So what a lot of guys will do is, no matter what their woman is doing, they'll just buy them presents on Valentine's Day just because she's there and that's his girl. But what Miles did was like, I don't give a shit if you my girl. If you're not doing what needs to be done, then you don't get no Valentine's Day present. And on top of that, you might be on your way out the door. You understand? So understand that it's dangerous when that woman gets comfortable. You too comfortable. You need to be able to, get her to understand that she receives that masculine energy from you when she is cooperating. There is a price to pay.
I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.